You've got to give it to Carlos Romo. I mean, him alongside his fellow partner, who I'm assuming you're referring to, A-Kid. These two these two have been travelling. I don't know if you know this or not, but these two, when they were trying to make a name for themselves in the British wrestling team, they were actually flying themselves out from Spain to the UK every single weekend while still working their normal jobs. The graft and the hustle when it comes to someone like a Carlos Romo or an A-Kid is something that we can all respect, and that's what's got him to North Wrestling. And let's just see how this goes, because we've got a bit of a clash of styles, we've got a clash of attitudes. I'm excited to see how this match turns out.
That hustle has brought him to the feet of the gatekeeper of Northeast Wrestling in HT Drake, and as you said, Matthew, real attitude adjustment for HT Drake in the last few months since losing to Chris Ridgway.
You're sadly right. As Mr. Mayer put beautifully, why he's on commentary, not just for his good looks. He was a guy that we all went, he is the best in the Northeast for so long. When the Northeast wrestling scene was, any bar that would have us and whatever guys that weren't working doors that night wanted something to do. Now, the Northeast wrestling scene is very prestigious. I mean, as you said, we've got freaking Carlos Ramos all the way from Spain here, ladies and gentlemen. H.E. Drake found himself in a position where he's had to step up. What I'm looking for. The line has moved.
The line has very much moved.
The line has moved in every single region across British wrestling. So you've got to move with that line, because if you don't move with that line, you'll get left behind. And we all feel like that's what H.T. Drake is worried that he's been doing. And we've had an interesting start to this match. Carlos Romo with a cracking little top wrist lock on H.T. Drake.
Single leg.
You're talking moving as well. A quick pace from Carlos Romo is going to hopefully outmaneuver the King of Geordie Strong Style here at North Wrestling tonight.
Carlos Romo coming off a very successful week at the NXT UK Performance Centre down in London. I saw him move around. He was there with A-Kid. He spent a whole week there with us training. Very impressive athlete, and very interested and very invested in the future of Carlos.
And that's got to annoy H.T. Drake, who's been doing it probably. You combine the experience of Kid and Romo together, it's not going to be half as much of the experience that Drake has. But Drake doesn't want to be Northeast good. He wants to be Progress good. He wants to be White Wolf good. He wants to be ICW good.
Well, do you know what? It's just like you said. He's been there. He's maybe been doing it double the amount of time. But someone like a Carlos Romo has had double the amount of hustle that H.T. Drake.
Sorry, is this an Indian Deathlock? I'm going to call it because no one else is.
Perfectly executed.
That's a Spanish Deathlock.
Yeah.
Spanish Deathlock.
We are.
Big fan of your work, and here we go into it. Let's call this a rings of Spanish. Into a cradle. Lot to prove for both of these men, as we've already said about Team White Wolf, an incredible tag team, well established abroad. Carlos Romo going solo tonight, wants a big win in the singles division. H.T. Drake is chomping at the bit to get back to winning ways here at North Wrestling.
I like he tricked him into getting position for the headlock there.
Yeah, very savvy. I mean, that's the experience of a H.G. Drake, but we've seen a very technical bit of style to this match. And for me personally, I love the technical style, and I think this match is a great way to start a show which we're going to have so much go on that it's great to start a show just with pure wrestling, just like we're seeing right now.
Handcuffing Romo at the minute, keeping him at the mat.
Yeah, that's a key lock.
Right eye.
Huge show ahead, as you said, Amir. Main event tonight for the North Championship. For the very first time ever, TK Cooper is challenging Rory Coyle. A clash of styles that will no doubt make history here at the Riverside later tonight.
Goes the arm drag. Looks it.
For the go behind, going for the O'Connor roll. H.E. Drake holds on. There's a leap. There's a drop down. There's a little bypass, and that's a leg lariat from Carlos Romo. Very impressive. He needs to get on the pin. One. That's two.
Down the road from where ships were built, we are seeing iron sharpen iron at the Riverside between Carlos Romo and H.T. Drake.
Do you know who trained White Wolf? Or
as far as I actually know, they've actually been self-trained. Correct me if I'm wrong.
They were raised by White Wolves.
But
You're right. They do say that.
Yeah, but these two have actually, A-Kid and Carlos Romo, done so much to bring the Spanish wrestling scene into the picture. They actually run their own wrestling promotion.
Right. I mean, that's got to be another knife in the back of HT Drake's ego, knowing that not only is he wrestling people half his age and half his size, but self-taught as well. I mean, this is why HT Drake is in the state that he is, because he couldn't hold the hold or strike for strike with a Chris Ridgway, and then he couldn't go drink for drink or strike for strike with a Boris Kozlov. I think that's the reason why he ended up turning on his longtime partner, Roxy.
Oh, a sickening showcase last time we were here when HT Drake smashed a bottle over the head of his girlfriend, Little Miss Roxy.
Right, HT Drake right now can't beat Ridgway, Kozlov, or Romo right now. He can't even beat himself.
Hey, do you know what? He's doing a good job right now of beating Carlos Romo because he's been on top of him for the last couple of minutes and he seems fully in control. So Carlos Romo's going to need to find somewhere to escape from the predicament that he's found himself in.
Good ring awareness though.
Yeah, after an impressive start, we see HT Drake actually taking over and showing us some of the talent that we know that HT Drake has that we just don't seem to see enough of.
Yeah, I actually think North's success is at the behest of HT Drake because we've got so many international people coming our the NCL, treating this as the stomping grounds, get their kicks. Yeah, we've got Spain, Ireland, Australia, and so much more to come. Dewsbury, of course. Sunset flip.
Oh, that's a kick out. Almost there from... Oh, vicious elbow from HT Drake.
Now, Amir, you've been in the ring with HT Drake for Carlos.
Wait.
2.5.
2.5.
Sorry to interrupt you, Tom.
No, Carlos Romo in there for the first time in singles action with HT Drake. What sort of, if you were to give Carlos Romo a team tour before this match, what would you be saying?
Well, we all know HT Drake is a very mentally charged. He can get inside his own head, and that's where someone like a Carlos Romo is going to find his out when it comes to HT Drake. I've been in the ring with HT Drake many a time, and I've always found my success in keeping myself, because how...
There's a pen.
There's a 2. Oh, it's close. HT Drake, he'll stay on top of you, and he can be very vicious when his head's in the right place. So what you've got to do is make sure that you can put him off his game, and Carlos Romo's got the talent, because if you can move fast and you can move in and around HT Drake, you can find an out and you can find a way to win. It's very possible. He will give you the option, or he will always give you the chance to win. And Carlos just needs to find that opening.
Yeah, and you can tell the reaction that he's having with the crowd, HT Drake that is, because the crowd are getting behind Carlos. They're really impressed by the White Wolf and what they're selling to them. And yeah, what great bragging rights to take back to Spain and go, I beat HT Drake in Newcastle.
Seems like Carlos Romo may have found that opening that we were talking about.
Slingshot through the ropes. What an impressive variation on a schoolboy to a shining wizard.
I think Drake tried to cover that the last second though, so I didn't get all of it.
You're absolutely right, Matthew. Absolutely right. He just got a little bit of coverage. That shining wizard we have seen put people away this side of the pond. Not going to do for Drake on the time tonight.
And a big reason of that could have been the damage that HT Drake did to Carlos Romo. The reason as to why he didn't fully connect with the shining wizard. He's taken a beating today.
Connecting with those kicks, though, to the chest of HT Drake.
His power battery seems to be coming back up.
Adios.
I think you've run out of numbers there, because he's going to keep going.
Sorry, I want to quote the great Mike Adams. He's fired up. He wants to get rid of the last time he was here. Lost when he was teaming up with Shea Purser. Oh, he spent too much jaw jacking with the crowd.
A lovely little arm drag. We've seen a few of them from Carlos Romo today. Real good escape that. Oh, very unique way of getting him into the corner.
Romo up top. He knows this district so well. Blockbuster. And Carlos Romo has just defeated No!
And that was such a thrilling near fall. I think Jordan's headset fell off his head.
Sorry, I was so into it. The Blockbuster like a young Bobby Roode.
It's like watching a 3D film. Are you okay, Amir Jordan?
Yes, I'm fine.
What a way to kick off NCL. It's them, blast them. True Star Wars in the center of the ring as Carlos Romo takes it to HT Drake.
Cracking tan on the lad, Carlos Romo. Here we go.
Looking to avoid a 3-second tan, because if HT Drake hits this, Drake's landing, it's going to be done.
Oh,
Snap German.
grab the tights. Instant jump.
Oh, Big D. Oh, he's still in it. Carlos Romo still in it. The heart, the fight, the desire.
An impressive running knee from HT Drake could not put away Carlos Romo. And now Drake heading up to Newcastle Airport District. We've seen him fly before, maybe looking for that Geordie lung blower.
Oh, he's waiting a long time for him to come up. Oh, and that wait might have cost him there.
But now it. Oh, Phil Nelson usually sets up the Drake's landing, but roll up.
2.5.
He needed Carlos Romo to clasp his hands together to make sure that
Backslide.
That could do it.
Oh, another
Not
two.
enough weight on him. Oh, code red.
Picture perfect code red.
Oh, just a two.
Meos Dios. Still not
2
enough.
and 9/8 of a second.
Carlos Romo, nanoseconds away from the biggest win of his North career over HT Drake.
North Korea.
Oh yeah,
Sorry.
that as well.
There are other careers available.
Is there one a bit further down?
Anywho.
HT Drake getting back to his feet slowly but surely.
Oh, 3 second down blocked. Roll up.
Unique pin. He's clasped the hands. There's some leverage there, but Carlos Romo still kicks out.
I thought HT Drake was going to use the momentum to set him up for some sort of on-the-shoulder move, but what do I know? Going
They've
strike for
just gone
strike.
to- yeah, that's it. All technical wrestling has gone out the window here. These boys are ready. They're just there to...
Oh,
Twice
a high knee.
over.
There's a Captain Falcon. Going for another one. The Shearer sets up. Drake's landing. But will he get it?
The Drake has landed, and that is
Whoa! He's still in it! Carlos Romo showing the heart.
that is a move that has turned people away at the gate here at North Wrestling.
It used to be the last time that person kicked out of that. The mines were still open. So Drake having to dig deep to put away Mr. Carlos.
And it's not going to get much deeper than a deep impact Geordie lung blower off that top rope. Romo saw it coming.
This isn't Carlos' first time to NCL.
Carlos, you've got to move quick, lad.
Oh, I think, wait, Drake didn't avoid it. I think he just went.
I think he just fell out of the way. To be honest with you, I don't think I'm not sure how deliberate that was from HT Drake.
With Rich Swift stopping the action as HT Drake seems to have. He's clutching his shoulder by the looks of it.
Using all that experience that he's gathered up working for 3CW, coming in handy now.
Crowd chanting, it's a trap.
Oh, North Security coming in. HT Drake may have injured his shoulder.
Now security recovering from the beating that they took from Shreddy Breck.
Everyone paying the recovery. I have to be quiet later on because, I mean, I'm not saying he's fibbing,
Well, I mean, we don't.
but if he was fibbing, this is exactly how you go about it. Oh no, Carlos is checking on him.
Hold on, Matthew.
I'm
Like,
sorry,
he might be
I'm
legitimately
sorry.
injured here, and
You're right. And we do,
HT
have,
Drake-
paramedics on site, by the way. I'd like to point out we're sticking with
You're
what
welcome.
things should be.
We know HT Drake's had problems with that arm in the past as well. So whether
Oh, no!
wait!
Oh, I knew it! You piece of shit!
Is it?
Oh, not like this!
It's a trap.
If it
Not
looks
like
like a knacker, talks like a knacker.
Are these the type of tactics that HT Drake is going to resort to call himself Newcastle's #1?
He used to be the purest man up here, but now he resort to anything to get a win.
A impressive competition to kick off North Wrestling that we wanted to end slightly better than that, but be that as it may,